welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Jessica. If you're a current subscriber, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. If you're not yet subscribed, please consider hitting that red subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss another upload. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what we miss about living at Myrtle Beach. Stay tuned for that towards the end. I am going to start off with a little story time about how we ended up in Myrtle Beach, why we moved back to West Virginia, and are we considering moving back. So stay tuned for all those details. So let's get into the video. First part, I'm going to start off with just how did we get to Myrtle Beach? How did we end up moving there? In October 2014, we moved down so my husband could run a restaurant. It's called Fresh Seafood Market and Restaurant. It's no longer open there at Myrtle Beach, but they do have one in St. Albans, West Virginia. And if you're familiar with the Capitol Market in Charleston, West Virginia, that is the only two that they have open now. Anyway, my husband and I and our two kids moved down in October of 2015. October 2014, and to run this restaurant. So from October until the beginning of November, I helped my husband run it, get rid of people, and just kind of get things reestablished, get more customers. In November, I worked about maybe 4 weeks, maybe a month, right after Thanksgiving, at a liquor store. I will link that their website down in the description box below. So then from right after Thanksgiving up till March, I didn't work anywhere. I helped my husband run the restaurant, wait tables, things like that. March, about March 15th to be exact, because it was my mom's birthday, I got a job at Carolina Pottery, and I worked there from March until the end of September. And from about the end of September until the beginning of October of 2015, I worked at a hotel. It's like a Marriott house, Inns and Suites hotel, and it sits on right before you get to the long stretch between Myrtle Beach and Surfside. So I worked there till about the beginning of October, and then in the process of in between August and October, my mom had to have emergency surgery, and she said that they had a hard time waking her back up due to some health issues. So I had told her if she wanted us to come back home, I needed to hear it from her, because I had a cousin and an aunt calling saying, hey, you just need to drop everything and move back home. Well, if you've ever ran a business, like a restaurant, whatever, any kind of business, you know there's a lot of red tape and paperwork and everything that you need to do before you can just close it. So we took from the beginning of October until the end of October and closed down the restaurant. We had to sell all the products, not order no more products, and that's what a lot of them, they didn't understand. We had to close down this restaurant because the owner lives here in West Virginia, and we was running it there at the beach, but we'd have to be on the phone with him almost every day or every other day to let him know, do like an inventory count, and go from there. So October 2015, my mom calls, says, hey, I need you to come home. I need y'all to move back. I hate that you have to move back. Well, we packed up everything that we had there, and on November 1st, we moved back to West Virginia to take care of her. And she lived 6 months after we moved back. Now, if I had known that she was only going to live 6 months after we moved back, we would have put all of our stuff in storage there. We would have gotten a rental here and just drove back with enough stuff to get us through the 6 months that she was living. But we didn't know that. We figured she was going to have several more years to be with us. Did we regret moving back to take care of her? No. If she was here now and we was there and she'd tell me she needed me to take care of her, I would do it 1,000 times over. However, I wish we would have at least put our stuff in storage there, paid a storage fee every month, and once I got everything settled with her estate and all the insurance stuff taken care of, I wish we would have moved back. Because now I feel like we're just stuck in West Virginia until we get the money to move out. That's one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel, so that me and my kids can move back. Because in the part where I talked to you about where our favorite places to go was, you'll understand why. There too, I could take this YouTube channel farther to where it gets, sorry about that, where it gets monetized, and I can actually, I'm hoping to get it monetized before we move back, but it'll help me create more content for you guys, because there's so much more that I could do there. Like I could do walks on the beach and record it for you guys, do like a Broadway at the beach, take a day there, do the aquarium, kind of be like your tour guide / help you feel like you were there and get to see the things there, things like that. We did establish a home church there, a Kingsway Pentecostal Holiness Church, and before y'all even start, it ain't like that. Their church is calm. It's more like a Southern Baptist type style church, if you're familiar with those. The pastor and his wife there are the sweetest people that you ever meet, along with the church members. I always say that their church family there, we still call them our church family, that they're the sweetest people in this side of heaven. I still talk to some of the members there, and Pastor Stan and Miss Sharon, I do talk to them quite often. I do keep in touch with them. I do pay my tithes to that church. I don't pay tithes to the churches that we've either been affiliated with here or went to here. I mail in my tithes each month to the church in Kingsway, or not Kingsway, but in South Carolina. So, with that being said, some of the places that we like to go to or do, the Sky Wheel is one. At nighttime it is beautiful. They do light it up for like the 4th of July. It was lit up red, white, and blue for Christmas. It's lit up red and green. And most of the time it is, sorry about that guys, sorry about that, but most of the time it's just different random colors any other times of the year. Something else that we enjoy doing, our first Christmas there, they did a little thing at the Pillar Park there where they had Santa Claus and the Grinch ride in on a motorcycle to the park. And me and my kids actually loved it. I do have pictures of my kids with the Grinch and with, I don't think they got a picture with Santa, just the Grinch. The schools there are excellent. Their classes are small enough to where your child gets that one-on-one time with the teacher. Here in West Virginia, the class sizes are 20 to 25 students or more in each class. At Myrtle Beach, at their schools that they went to, you have at least 6 classrooms of the same grade. So their classrooms aren't overcrowded there, and they actually get the attention that they need from the teacher. Excuse me, y'all. Something else that we like doing, we like going to the boardwalk at the beach, like the one that's at the beach where you can see the ocean and stuff. We liked walking on that and going to the arcade there. They have a place where you can get ice cream, hot dogs, pizzas. They also have on Ocean Boulevard, I Love Sugar. We would go there at least once a week, and if we didn't buy nothing, we were just looking around. There on that area, they have the Ripley's Haunted House, a Ripley's 3D ride. They also have another haunted house that's not affiliated with Ripley's. At Christmas time, we did a parade at Broadway at the beach, and they had Miss Peggy from Welcome to Myrtle Manor there along with Gina and Roy. And then they also had a parade at Surfside. It lasted about 45 minutes, and we actually have some pictures from that. After we left the parade, after it was over, excuse me, y'all, we went to a church there at Surfside and drove through a live nativity scene, and it was pretty awesome. They each thing you went to, you stopped and they told a story about the whole Christmas story, and at the end was baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph and stuff. So then we also like going to Broadway at the beach, and my kids, me and my kids still talk about trick-or-treating at Broadway at the beach. We only did half of Broadway at the beach, and they ended up with a full pillowcase. I think I should have taken that before I did this video. Sorry about that, guys. They got a full pillowcase of candy from just doing half of Broadway at the beach. Some of the places that we like going there, Ripley's Aquarium. They also have a Ben and Jerry's ice cream shop. They do have, I think it's an I Love Sugar candy store there too, or It's Sugar one. Then they have a little store that does saltwater taffy, and if you hit it at the right time, you can see them turning the taffy on the wheel that they turn it on and actually making it. Excuse me. And then we also like spending sometimes on Sunday afternoons after church. We would go home, change, and go down to the beach just to have a good time in the ocean. And we would often sit on our little landlord lady's front porch and just hang out. And there's a park across the street from her. She basically lived in our backyard. So we'd have to cut through her yard to go to the park, and sometimes she would go to the park and sit with us to let the kids play. Excuse me. If you check out one of the other videos on my channel, it's of Myrtle Beach Primary's Christmas play. Not a Christmas play. They did one in May of the year that we left there. So the question, will we ever go back? We're hoping to eventually get back there. Right now, we just don't have the finances to pay a deposit and first month's rent on the place, nor do we have the money to get a U-Haul or anything else like that. And I want to be able to get a vehicle and things, at least a vehicle, before we move down. That way at least we have one before we go. So when we do get to move back down, I'm not going to tell Pastor Stan or his wife. We're going to let it be a surprise. We plan on just walking in towards the end of Sunday school when they are having praise team rehearsal, and kind of easing into the sanctuary and just sitting down and letting him walk into the sanctuary and see if he notices. So please, if y'all can, help me reach the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours so I can get monetized, so we can start making money, so we can make it to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, so I can do some videos for you guys that will be a little bit better than where I'm at here in West Virginia. Unless you get out and go hiking or travel the state, you really kind of don't have a whole lot besides kind of doing shopping and stuff, and grocery hauls and Dollar Tree hauls and things like that. Really, I want to get y'all more content out, so that way it kind of keeps things different here. I know some of you are liking the Mike's Allotment food stamp videos right now, and that's understandable with this pandemic going on. And somebody's going to say, oh, there's a lot of violence in Myrtle Beach. It's not always like that. It only happens at night, and the only reason it happens at night is because you have gangs and drug dealers and drug deals gone bad. And the reason I say that is we actually, the playground that I was talking about that was actually kind of like behind our house, me and the kids were in the house, and I was waiting on them to go to sleep, so I was sitting in the living room watching TV, and I heard this pop, pop, pop. Of course, it was close to July 4th, so I was like, okay, maybe it's somebody letting off fireworks, and they haven't got their fill yet, because here in West Virginia, that's what they do. They let off fireworks any time of the year. Well, my husband comes home and says, what's all the police cars doing at the park? I said, I don't know. I said, me and the kids has been here in the house, and I'm waiting on them to go to sleep. So on the news the next morning, there's a news story. Someone gets shot on 2nd Avenue South, which was the street that the park was on. We lived off of 3rd Avenue South, and we was actually on the evacuation route. But anyway, somebody got shot and killed because it was a drug deal gone bad. But other than that, we enjoyed living in downtown Myrtle Beach because we was only about 4 blocks from the beach. We was walking distance to it. We was walking distance to Family Kingdom. And we could have anything we wanted delivered to us. We was right around the corner from Walmart. We was right around the corner from Sam's, Costco. Costco I'd always wanted to go in, but never got a chance to. Because if we get to make it back down there, and leave a comment down below if you would be interested in a little Costco shop with me. I'll try to do a Sam's haul or Sam's shop with me whenever I make it to the Sam's here. So that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you have a great Monday, and I will see you in Wednesday's video. Have a great day.